Hi everyone, this is Dr. Pavitra, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics, Cases Cosinodar College of Arts and Science. In this video, we are going to learn about measurements of economic development from Indian economic development. So, economic development. So, what do you mean by economic development? It's the meaning it is a comprehensive term which includes not only economic growth but also various other economic changes that improve the quality of life or standard of living of the people in a country. So, economic development is measured by taking into account economic growth and a number of other characteristics of social economic welfare. Next, we have some measurements of economic development one by one. Growth in GDP or GNP, per capita income, the physical quality of life index, human development index, inequality, gender related in development index, gender empowerment measure, multidimensional poverty index, Gini coefficient, environmental sustainability indicators. Now we see one by one. Growth in GDP and GNP. So both the GDP and GNP measure overall the health and size of the country economy. Then GDP is the final value of goods and service produced within the country. Then GNP is the final value of goods and service produced by its country both within and outside its border, less output of foreign residents within the country. So I have some illustration to if Apple manufactures in mobile phones worth 1 million within India, then this 1 million will be counted in this GDP and US GNP. So this is the difference between the GDP and GNP. Next, per capita income. So per capita income is nothing but the income of the country is divided by the population of the country. So the term refers to the average per person in a given measurement. The per capita income measures the average amount of money earned per person in a nation or geographic region during a specific year. Let's understand per capita income within an easy example. If the total income of the country within a population of 50,000 people is rupees 50 lakh, then the per capita of income that country will be which is 500 rupees. Next, the use of the per capita income is this income divides the typical average annual income in a region. It is a broad metric to determine whether the population is wealthy or not in a given area. It is helpful for assessing people's affordability and purchasing power. So next, the physical quality of life index. So it was developed by Dr. Morris in 1970s. The attempts to measure the national well-being using social indicators. So physical quality of life index is an average value of three indicators like life expectancy at birth, infant mortality rate and illiteracy rate. All three indicators are measured on scale ranking from 1 to 100, where 1 represents the worst performance and the 100 is the best performance. So physical quality of life index is a complication of inherent social relationship without any predetermination, weights or biases imposed by the theory. Furthermore, it is drawn criticism due to the significant overlap between the infant mortality and life expectancy. Next, Human Development Index. The Human Development Index was developed by economist Maghabubul Hagu, was introduced by the United Nations, and it measures the achievements in a country in three basic dimensions of human development as follows: a long and healthy life as calculated by life expectancy, access to education as measured by the life literacy rate, and the enrollment ratio. The decent standard of living assessed by the gross national income. Per capita income is adjusted for the country's price level. However, the several limitations of HDI also because the three indicators used in HDI are good but not ideal. The index is relative and not absolute, and therefore the results derived from it may be misleading. Next, inequality, that is adjusted HDI. So the inequality adjusted Human Development Index is for inequality in distribution of each dimension among the population. The HDI are equivalent to there is no inter-individual inequality. HDI can see as index of potential human development. The high HDI is a degree of human development that actually exists for accounts for these imbalances. Next, gender related development index. So gender related development index is the average achievement in same three dimensions. That is, the health is which is measured by the female and male life expectancy at birth. Education which is measured by the female and male expected years of schooling. Command over economic resources measured by female and male estimated yan income. Next, gender empowerment measure. It is a political participation and discussion making power, the economic participation and decision making power, then power over economic resources. Next, Gini coefficient. It is a measure of income inequality within a country, ranges from 0 to 1. 0 means perfect inequality and the 1 means perfect inequality. So the lower coefficient of Gini is a more equitable distribution of income, while a higher value of suggests a greater income disparities. Next, environmental sustainability indicators. So in economic development, the well-being of future generations indicates to assess the country's progress in managing natural resources, reducing pollutions and imitating the impact of economic activities on the environment. These indicators are critical for evaluating the long-term valuability of development strategies. Thank you.